and then you came in and implemented the T, and it's totally different. I mean, it's a lot different from what you're trying to do, how you're trying to attack the defense, and then to start your career last year, I kind of went through this a little bit my first year, but you had some incredibly tough losses last year to start the season, some controversial losses, and yet you guys stuck with it and had a winning season. You know, you had to be gratified by the end of it to see you're at least able to get a winning year and show some progress. Yeah,
it was a testament to the kids. Starting off leading Stockbridge 7-0 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Found a way to lose that one, and then lost by 2 to Union City in a heartbreak game through an interception down by the goal line with no time left on the clock. And we just kind of told the kids, believe what we're doing. We're working hard. Buy into what we're doing. And like I said, that's a testament to the kids. They bought in, they worked hard, and came up short in a few games.
It doesn't seem like it would be that difficult if you just said, put on a little Hudson film and showed what those guys are doing. They're number 1 in the state in their division right now. They went to the Dome last year. They've got a great chance to go back again this year. I mean, when you look at the success that Hudson's having, that's got to be a great argument in favor of what you're trying to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things, Hudson's having that success because they've ran that system for years and decades. The kids that are running it now ran it in Pop Warner. They saw it when they were 2 and 3 at football games, so they've been around it for 10, 12, 15 years. Well, the struggles we're having is we're still in the infant stage of it, you may say. So, yes, that is a goal. There are teams in the area that are a lot like us in terms of how many students they have, what type of athletes they have, and they're having success with it. So I think that's what's helping our kids buy into it.
When we were in the SCAA coaching down there, we faced Climax Scots every year, and Climax won a state title a few years ago. I don't know that they run it exactly like Coach Luma runs it, but it's a similar. The way that they line up and everything is really similar, and the ball faking and all the rest of it. How is that deception part of the offense coming along? Are the guys carrying the fakes out and getting better with that?
There's plays where we do it real well, and there's plays where we're a little bit more inconsistent with it, and every week we just try to get better and better at it.
I love it when the referees call a play dead and the guy's in the end zone.
Yeah.
And he called it dead back at the 10. Yeah. That happens every year for Coach Luma. I know it does.
Yeah, and that's one thing I tell refs all the time. They're like, do you have any trick plays? Do you have anything? I say, late whistles. Make sure you know where the ball is before you blow that whistle.
Josh Lindeman's the head coach of the Jonesville High School Comets, and they're in the middle of a 1-3 year this year. Kind of looking back through the season, as we take a minute with you guys right now, you start off with Morenci and beat them 37-30. Lost to Athens 38-16. Springport was a 21-18 loss, and then last week a rough one against Reading. But I was told that you guys were with Reading through the first half anyway.
Yeah, we were down 7-0 in the first half. It was a good game. Their only touchdown was on a long run by their athletic quarterback. Our linebacker misread the play and gave up a big play. But we were in it at halftime. Our kids believed we were in it. But in the end, Reading just made more plays and wore us down, and the better team won last Friday.
Yep, for sure. Now, looking ahead, coming up this weekend, I love the Big 8. There's so many rivalry games, and Quincy, it doesn't get any easier with those guys. That's an old-time rivalry between Jonesville and Quincy.
And our kids know it. It's one of those, when you get to the Reading and Quincy week, you can't hide the fact that the kids are a little bit more excited. They know the kids real well, and, it's one of those where they want to win because they're going to run into them, around the area for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, for sure. Let's bring in Dom Mulkey, Josh Blond, and Jake Harden. Dom, I'll start with you. Tell everybody what positions you're playing this year.
I'm playing outside linebacker and tight end and a little bit of running back.
So do you guys throw the ball at all?
We run the ball the majority of the time, but when they suck everybody in, we'll throw the ball over top.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched Climax Scots, but they run what I believe to be the best play-action passing package I've ever seen at the high school level. They sell that beyond belief. And we would spend the entire week telling our corners, or our safeties, your only responsibility is tight end, tight end. Don't worry about anything else, tight end, tight end. They would run that the fifth play, and they would be open by 15 yards just because of the way that they fake and run out that play-action passing game. And you guys are working to get to that point as well. And it's going to get there, isn't it?
Yes, it'll get there.
Yep, it's absolutely going to get there. And what's that like for you to block all that time? I mean, obviously everybody wants to get the ball. Is it pretty exciting when you finally get to go out and catch a ball?
Oh, it feels great when you catch the ball and you just take off and no one's around you.
And then the quarterback's got to put it on you, right?
Yep.
Who's running QB for you guys this year?
Mitchell Steeman.
Mitchell Steeman's the man, and how's he coming along so far?
He's coming along pretty good.
Getting it down. Absolutely. Josh Blond. Well, that Blond name, I automatically think Litchfield, but we've got a Comet in here named Josh Blond. And tell me where you're playing this year.
I'm playing the middle linebacker position and right guard.
So I got a Mike Backer in my midst here, huh?
That's right.
So you're the meanest, baddest guy on campus, right?
Well, that's what they tell me, but Coach Lindeman would have to disagree with that.
Coach Lindeman's looking up with a big smile on his face, and but that's an honor. Whenever I found that Mike Backer, that guy to take on all of the wash and be able to make the play, it's a lot of fun because you're involved in every single play at that position.
Yeah, you're supposed to be. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I am or I'm not, but
Well, great. Are all you guys seniors?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we got a bunch of the senior classmen in here. And offensively, where are you at?
Right guard.
Right guard.
Yep.
So you're in the middle of it all.
Yes.
As far as your pulling and trapping sequence, do you guys run a lot of middle trap this year?
We like to switch it up, a little bit of everything.
So outside trap, inside trap, and all the rest of it. And who's running fullback for you guys this year?
Well, it changes all throughout the game. It's never really the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dom, we got
Ray.
Nick. Yeah, we got Ray, we got Nick. I mean, we just kind of switch it up.
Do you guys ever get out of the double tight T formation and go into something else?
Yeah.
And what other looks do you guys show during the course of the game?
It depends on the personnel of the team we're playing, but we've run some pro. We'll run ace to help our tight ends get vertical in the passing game. We have a spread look that we went to last year. We haven't run it as much. Flex, we'll run flex. We'll go on balance. We do a little bit of different things to keep teams honest defensively or when they're working on it during the week.
Yeah, for sure. And Jay Carden, where are you playing this year?
I'm right tackle and defensive tackle.
So you get to be first to the dinner table and last to leave, right?
Yeah.
You got to bulk up, big fella.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun down there. Do you guys have back when I coached at Camden, we called it 50s, but that's the outside pitch sequence to the halfback and the tackle pulls. Do you guys run that?
Yeah, that's our 70s. We still do that. Majority of the time, I don't do that because I'm not the fastest on the team.
Oh, I was going to ask you what it was like to go out and trap that corner, huh?
Yeah, I do it a few times in practice, and I've only done it once in a game, and
pretty fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
Who's your trapping tight end, so to speak? Who you got out there, or your trapping tackle, so to speak?
It's Jacob Faust. He's a lot quicker than me.
He gets out there and runs a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's look ahead, Josh. You mentioned Quincy, and then now you're 100% focused on Quincy. The rest of your schedule is Concord, Homer, Union City, and Blissfield. Yeah, the Big 8 it's solid one more time. I mean, right through the league, you don't get a lot of weeks off. That's for sure.
No, they're good. They're good programs, good coaches, good kids, and they care about winning. They care about football. As a testament to Athens. I mean, they struggled last year, and they're not where they want to be this year. But they came out in week 2 and gave us a great game. So everyone on our schedule, we know week in, week out is going to be a hard-fought game from start to finish.
Quincy, Homer on the road.
We're on the road at Quincy.
So we're at Quincy coming up this weekend, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Quincy, Jonesville, man, that just has a great ring to it. It's a good rivalry game in the Big 8, and Coach Lindeman and the guys are going to be ready for that. Last question, I'll get you guys out of here. As you look at your squad and going forward the rest of the season with 5 games left, obviously you're disappointed with the 1-3 start, but where do you want to be by the end of the year? What's one thing in particular that you'd really like to see improvement on in your team before it's all over?
Consistency. Like I said, the first half against Reading, we played hard on both sides of the ball, played well. Mm-hmm. We had glimpses of it against Athens. Second half against Springport, we were down 21-6 at halftime against Springport, came back. Just to play consistently, and I kind of called them out and said from here on out, it's a playoff game.
Yep.
Week in and week out. The only goal we have left is make the playoffs, and if we want to get there, we have to win all of them because we're not going to get in at 5-4.
Josh Lindeman, Dan Mulkey, Josh Blond, Jay Carden, go get him. Quincy this weekend, and best of luck to you guys.
You.
Thanks, guys. Jonesville Comet football today.